So what is diffusion, right? The word diffusion can be traced in the Latin word diffunder, which means to put out. In ordinary the English language, to diffuse means to spread in all direction. In our discussion of management of technology, diffusion means spread all over direction. That is called diffusion. We can say diffusion is the process by which innovation is propagated through the certain channel over time among the units of time. Okay, so spread is done by the through the channels with respect to time. There are four major elements of diffusion: innovation, innovation, progression, time, and systems. Okay. So first we discuss about the innovation. Here we write as a solution is perceived to be innovation when it is new or perceived as new by the individual or unit of adoption. Okay. So innovation is from the point of view customer, a technical solution is considered to be an innovation when it is new or perceived as new by the individual or the unit of adoption. Something going on new experiment is called the innovation. Okay. Uh, so it really matters like so for human behavior concern whether or not an idea is objectively newly as measured by the time since it is or discovery, that is called innovation. What is the propagation? Propagation is the helping element of the innovation, refers to spread innovation beyond its inventor. So here we can say propagation refers to spread of innovation beyond its inventor. Propagation is the result of decision to adopt an innovation by the individual or a firm. Basically, you can say propagation is the second step of innovation and it is the result of innovation. Again, we can say an innovation present an uncertain situation to an adopter and hence the decision to adopt is to extent influenced by the cumulafication process between adopter and individual who can has innovated. You can say propagation is the link between innovator and adopter. Suppose there is a change in the technology which is accepted by the consumer or the customer. So propagation provides the link between them, right? Third point is the time. Time here I write time. It takes time for the individual or the firm to decide to adopt an innovation. Again, we say that time is the dimension involved in diffusion because it takes time for the individual or the firms to decide to adopt an innovation, right? Not all adopters adopt an innovation at the same time. In the same time, we cannot produce two things. Okay, it has slotting for the innovation to propagation. So it's a spread, it's a distribution of time or slotting. Every time has their own frame, their own innovation task, right? Fourth, fourth point is the system. System, a set of the interlinked units, individual, informal groups, or organization that participates in the diffusion process. What is the individual, right? Individual, we can say like the individual, you can say the separate body, or you can say autonomous body, that is called the individual. Okay, having their own innovation propagation and their time slots. Informal group working like the service channel for you can say provider, service provider, or the service channel between innovator and adopter, are having the big organization like the companies, software companies working in the technologies or invention that participate in the diffusion process. In other words, we can say a system is a set of interlinked units that participate. in the fusion process. Okay, it's interlinked unit participate in the fusion process. The member of units of a system may be individual, informal group or organization. Okay, there is a few points we can discuss, like what are the dynamics of the diffusion adopted by the client or the customer, and what are the attributes of innovation facilitate or hinder diffusion. Okay. Third point is the what factors drive the process of the diffusion. So in technology diffusion, we can divide innovation in the two parts: imitation and diffusion. Okay. Imitation means supply sides, competitor, and diffusion means demand side. Suppose there, let's talk about the Android system which are using in our phone. So definitely there is some imitation supply side competitor like the mini company Oppo, Lava, Redmi, Samsung, Motorola. Okay, these all are working in the supplier side competitors, and diffusion the demand side of consumer, like we are the consumer, consume the product or use the product. So basically we have demand which is fulfilled by the innovation, and supply side competitor manage the pricing, competition and technological relevant competition. Like if we discuss about the mobile industry or the telecom industry, it divides in the two parts: hardware and software, right? So hardware like the Nokia provide the हार्डवेयर ऑफ द मोबाइल. जैसे हम पहले बोलते थे कि नोकिया के मोबाइल से अगर हमने किसी को मारा तो उसका सिर फट जाएगा. So that is the hardware part of the mobile. And what is the software part of the mobile? The software using like Symbians, the Nokia software, Android. Okay, so Android is a new technology which are using at many which is using right now, and जो कि बहुत फेमस है. ठीक है, तो अगर हम इसको टू पार्ट में डिवाइड करें तो कंज्यूमर ऑलवेज past customers are loving to hardware. Now the current customer or the present customer likes the software. हम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ऐप सर्च करते हैं मोबाइल पे, उसको इंस्टॉल करते हैं, उसका यूज़ करते हैं. पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था. वी लव टू टच पैड, वी लव द टच द थिंग, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग द एंड्रॉयड. सो दीज आर द डिफ्यूजन डिमांड साइड कंज्यूमर्स. ओके, अब डायनेमिक्स ऑफ डिफ्यूजन थोड़ा सा डिस्कस करते हैं. So dynamics of diffusion is the innovation propagate through population of consumer in the market over time. Not all individual or the firm comprising the market adopt an innovation at the same time, rather than they adopt the sequentially over time. Here, what I say, not all the individual or the firm comprising the market adopt an innovation at the same time. Okay, like many company cannot produce single type of innovation or technology in the same time. It will take the slotting, it will take the time gap. Okay. Although each innovation diffuses is somewhat unique fashion, there are some general characteristics of the dynamics of the diffusion. We can discuss this topic later, like the S curve of diffusion, reinvention, and mechanics of diffusion. Okay. So technology diffusion, dynamics of diffusion only we discussed. The rate of diffusion depends upon the relative advantage degree to which innovation is perceived be offering better advantage, right? Rate of the diffusion depend on the relative advantage, compatibility, diffusion. Okay. So what is the S curve of diffusion? Okay. Little bit we can discuss the S curve of diffusion. Uh, what is the S curve? It looks like a S, so it is called the S curve. One facet of the dynamics of diffusion is the manner in which total number of adopters of an innovation, individuals or firm, change over the time. Basically, S curves gives the dimension of the change uh, during the time. Okay. So as per designed by the two axes, one axis belong to time, second is the number of customers. So when the curve increases, at that time the cumulative number of adoption increases, it will gives the big curve, big S curve, and when the frequency of adoption is reduces, at that time it is the accurate S curve, which is harmful for the diffusion. Okay, so you can say when customer move towards the changes, it will give the cumulative number of adoption, which is nice for the company or the innovation. And when frequency of adoption is changed, it is the accurate S curve, which is the losses for the business. Okay, thus there are the four major era in diffusion history of innovation in the S curve. Number one, emerge characteristics by slow advantage in the beginning, suggesting that adoption proceeds slowly at the first when there are the few adopters. Okay, what you want to say when we start the S curve at that time, emerge characterized by the slow advance beginning. You can say just like a startup with the product life cycle. You can say just like initiation of the development. It's called the adoption proceeds slowly first when there are the few adopters only. You can say there are the few customer, then innovation. You can say there are the few customer, then initiation is very slow for the S curve. Second thing is growth, rapid growth phase when adoption rate accelerate until the half of the individual in the system have adopted. At that time, your line is going through the straight like 45 degree from the axis. That is called the growth of the S curve. Third point is the slow growth in the top. You can say that is the maturity in product life cycle. You can say that is called the maturity. A slow growth phase where the rate of the growth declines but adoption is continuous. Okay. Last one is the final stage of the maturity where the diffusion almost comes halt, either result of market saturation or introduction of the new product. Here you can say you can use the Ansoff model, old market new product. You can say old technology new product. At that time you have the saturated market for your product like the Nokia Symbians using as a software, having the saturated market new product, new software market is come by Android, which is adopted by the Google or the many others like Samsung, other many more like the Chinese mobile company which is adopted the Android, which is hand over, which one the hand over their hardware to that software by their own terms and condition. Right now there is a huge market of the Android in this world. There is a no Symbians kind of software anyway anymore in this world. So this is the S curve characteristics. So we can again discuss few things about the characteristics of the S curve. We can say there are the two factors which is the affected the S curve, the rate of diffusion. Second is the potential set of adopter. Rate of diffusion means the spread of the innovation, spread of the technology, and how many customer adopted the your innovation. That is called the uh, potential set of adopters. Here we can have the example. During the 1950s, several manufacturers introduced the washer dryer for the clothes as well as dishwasher for use in the kitchen, right? Although both of these consumer durable items were based on a similar technological base, the washer dryers uh, diffuse through the consumers much faster than dishwasher. Okay, consumers were skeptical of the dishwasher's functionality to much greater extent than that of washer dryers. As a result, dishwasher diffuse much more slowly. So this is the competition between dishwasher and the dish dryer. Uh, and again, we can say the potential set of adopter refers to the total number of individual or the firm who are likely to adopt an innovation. Okay. During the course of innovation diffusion history, innovation undergoes the several changes for shaping the adoption also change over the time. Okay. So we have again two things reinvention during the diffusion. And second thing, the mechanism of diffusion. So we need to discuss the reinvention during the diffusion. So what is the reinvention? Okay. So you can say reinvention refer to the dynamics by which innovation is changed or modified by the user as they adopt and use it. Okay, it is called the reinvention. Same thing, same logic, same concept. Again, we add something. We add some features, we add some property, we add some qualities, and again we make the some new thing that is called the reinvention during the diffusion. Okay, so there are the four way which reinvention occur during the diffusion. So number one, the increased use of an innovation after hinges upon improved in its functional aspect, an idea that we elaborated in the previous chapter. In many instances, changes in the design performance characteristics of the innovation are prerequisite for its adoption beyond who have already adopted. You can say reinvention is the basically we can change the two things, technology and design. Let's talk about the Hero Honda company. Hero is expert for the designing, Honda is expert for the engine. Right now they have their own identity, they have their own potential. Like Hero has a separate company, Honda having their own company, and exactly both having their own sales on technology, on designing, on R&D, research and development. So what they reinvent, Honda think about the design, Hero think about the engine. Okay, they try to learn many aspects to produce new reinvention in engine. Same time, Honda also think about the design part of vehicles, right? So we reinvent in two things: design and technology. We're talking about the automobile industry, Hero Honda company, right? Second point is as the innovation diffuses through the consumer population, a standard model of innovation many emerge speed the adoption process. When the new things come, people are confused. Adoption group is confused. It is good or bad. So it will again challenges for the reinvention during the diffusion. Third point, you can say the widespread diffusion of the innovation often require development of complementary product. In example, HD TV has been with us for some time. Diffusion will rapid broadcast suited for better quality HD TV to get developed. When HD TV come, few people knows about the HD TV. Now it's a common. Already in cable or you can say your broadband TVs, है ना? They already provide you the high quality pictures. So now it's a common. Fourth point, in other stance, change in innovation make possible new application, thereby facilitating its adoption beyond the originally conceived scope of the application. For example, this type of the reinvention, Volcrew, material originally designed for the NASA space suits adopted by the commercial textile.